welcome back to the Dreamworthy Destinations podcast. I'm your host, Sierra Dizer, a luxury travel advisor dedicated to help making your travel dreams a reality. And today, we'll be exploring the untamed beauty of Antarctica, where your ultimate adventure awaits. There are vacations, and then there are journeys that completely change the way that you see the world. Antarctica is one of those places. Imagine standing on the deck of an expedition ship as towering glaciers glow shades of blue that you didn't even know existed. Icebergs drift silently through the calm waters, while penguins leap through the sea beside your Zodiac boat. The air feels impossibly crisp, the landscapes untouched, and the silence unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Traveling to Antarctica isn't simply a trip. It's an expedition into one of the last truly wild places on Earth. It's the kind of experience that leaves travelers emotional, humbled, and forever changed. For wildlife lovers, adventure seekers, photographers, and curious travelers craving something beyond the ordinary, Antarctica delivers unforgettable moments at each and every turn. When you begin your Antarctica expedition, you'll start in Ushuaia, the end of the world. Your adventure will begin in Ushuaia, Argentina, the southernmost city in the world, which is often referred to as Fin del Mundo, or the end of the world. Surrounded by the snow-capped Marshall Mountains and the icy Beagle Channel, Ushuaia feels like the edge of civilization. There's an undeniable excitement in the air as travelers from around the globe gather here, all preparing their journey south toward the White Continent. Before you board your expedition ship, you'll often have time to explore this fascinating Patagonian gateway city. Some of the things that I recommend experiencing or doing in Ushuaia is to visit the iconic Fin del Mundo sign for the perfect pre-expedition photo. You can explore the fascinating Museo del Mundo, discover maritime history at the Museo de Maritime y Presidio, ride the historic Tren del Fin del Mundo through Tierra del Fuego National Park, sample local specialties like king crab and Patagonian trout, and also shop for any cold weather gear and Antarctic expedition essentials that you'll need for your adventure. Many travelers choose to arrive a few days early so they have time to acclimate, recover from the time of international flights, and fully soak in the atmosphere before embarking on their voyage. For a little more adventure before your voyage, you can hop on the Tren del Fin del Mundo, a vintage train ride once used by prisoners to cut wood in the surrounding forest. Be sure to also discover Fuegian cuisine by sampling dishes like king crab or Patagonian trout and stock up on any last-minute gear for your adventure. Up next is navigating the infamous Drake Passage. No Antarctic journey is complete without crossing the infamous Drake Passage. There are some cruises that will allow you a flyover experience, while others sail right through these uncharted waters. This 600-mile stretch of ocean between South America and Antarctica has long been known as one of the most legendary waterways in the world. Some crossings can be calm and peaceful when it's referred to as the Drake Lake, while others can be thrillingly rough, which is often referred to as the Drake Shake. Either way, crossing the Drake becomes part of your Antarctic story. As your expedition ship sails further south, the world around you will begin to change. Temperatures drop, icebergs appear in the distance, wildlife actually becomes more abundant, giant albatrosses glide effortlessly beside the ship, while whales will occasionally surface nearby. The Drake Passage is more than just your transportation. It's a transition from everyday life into an entirely different world. During the crossing, the onboard experts of your cruise often begin preparing guests for the adventure ahead of them through educational lectures, wildlife briefings, photography workshops, and presentations about Antarctic history, conservation, and exploration. Up next, you'll have the opportunity to discover Antarctica, the last frontier. Your first sight of Antarctica is truly unforgettable. Jagged mountain peaks rise dramatically from the sea. Massive glaciers crack and calve into icy bays, and floating icebergs shimmer under endless daylight. Everything in Antarctica feels larger, quieter, and more powerful than you probably imagined. The Antarctic Peninsula is home to some of the most breathtaking scenery on the planet. From the towering glaciers to the snow-covered mountain ranges, frozen channels and ice-filled bays, remote research stations, massive penguin colonies, crystal clear polar waters. Every landing feels surreal, and every view looks like something from another planet. And because weather and ice conditions constantly shift in Antarctica, no two expeditions are ever exactly the same. Then you'll have the opportunity to round the legendary Cape Horn. There are few experiences that match the thrill of rounding Cape Horn, a remote rocky headland marking where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet. As you approach Cape Horn, you'll have the chance to admire the striking landscape famously discovered by Dutch Captain Willem Schouten in 1616, a passage that once transformed global trade routes. Be sure to look for the historic southernmost lighthouse, which is a beacon of adventure on your voyage. Then there's the incredible wildlife encounters. For many travelers, Antarctica's wildlife becomes the heart of your journey. This remote continent supports an astonishing variety of marine life and bird species that thrive in one of the harshest environments on the earth. There's a good chance you'll see penguins just about everywhere. You'll likely encounter Gentoo penguins, chinstrap penguins, Adelie penguins, and occasionally emperor penguins on select itineraries. Watching these penguins waddle across the snow, care for their chicks, or porpoise through icy water is endlessly entertaining and can often be surprisingly emotional. Then there's the whale sightings. Antarctic waters are also home to humpback whales, minke whales, fin whales, orcas, and even occasionally blue whales. Seeing a whale breach beside of your Zodiac boat is the kind of memory that is sure to stay with you forever. Some of the other wildlife you may experience and encounter in Antarctica is to keep an eye out for leopard seals, Weddell seals, crab-eater seals, seabirds, skuas, and massive albatrosses. These wildlife encounters feel intimate, raw, and deeply respectful thanks to strict conservation protocols and expert expedition guidance. There are so many expedition experiences that truly help bring Antarctica to life. Modern Antarctic expeditions have been designed to immerse travelers in the environment while also prioritizing safety, education, and conservation. The Polar Class expedition ships will become both your luxury base camp and your gateway to exploration. There's daily Zodiac excursions that allow you to cruise between the icebergs, explore hidden coves, observe some of the wildlife up close, and even land on remote beaches and islands. These small inflatable boats help make the experience feel both personal and adventurous. Then you have the shore landings, where depending on the conditions, you may have the opportunity to hike the snowy terrain, visit research stations, walk through penguin rookeries, explore historic expedition sites, and even stand on the Antarctic continent itself. Some of the other optional adventure activities, depending on your itinerary, can offer kayaking among the icebergs, polar plunges if you're brave enough, snowshoeing, mountaineering, or even overnight camping on the ice. Because camping in Antarctica is especially unforgettable. Sleeping beneath endless daylight in one of the quietest places on Earth. Then, throughout your expedition, you'll have the opportunity to learn from polar experts and scientists. One of the most enriching parts of an Antarctic expedition is learning from the onboard expedition team. Some of the specialists on your sailing can include marine biologists, glaciologists, historians, naturalists, conservationists, polar explorers, and professional photographers. Their insights can help transform your journey into far more than just sightseeing. You'll have the opportunity to gain a deeper understanding of things like the Antarctic ecosystems, climate science, wildlife conservation, exploration history, polar geology, and environmental protection efforts. So many travelers leave Antarctica with an entirely new appreciation for both the fragility and importance of our planet. But we are seeing more and more of luxury meeting expedition travel, and today's expedition ships combine adventure with surprisingly elevated comfort. So after a day of exploring these ice-filled bays, you can return to elegant suites, fine dining, heated observation lounges, Nordic spas and saunas, floor-to-ceiling panoramic views, and even some champagne at sunset. Luxury expedition travel allows you to experience remote destinations without sacrificing comfort. It's adventure, but elevated. Antarctica changes people, and there's a big reason why travelers often describe Antarctica as life-changing. It strips away all of the distractions of your day-to-day life. It reconnects you with nature, and it reminds you how vast and beautiful the world truly is. Many travelers return home from Antarctica describing that they have a renewed appreciation for nature, a sense of perspective and humility, emotional connections to wildlife and conservation, and of course, memories more powerful than they ever expected. Antarctica truly has a way of making people feel small, but in the best way possible. So if you're planning an Antarctic expedition, expert guidance certainly matters. Antarctica is just not a destination that you can casually book online. Planning an Antarctica adventure requires selecting the right expedition line, understanding the itinerary differences, choosing the best cabin category for you, coordinating international flights, planning and booking pre- or post-expedition stays, preparing the proper gear and clothing, and of course, navigating travel insurance and medical requirements for your vacation. As a travel advisor specializing in both luxury and expedition travel, my job is to help ensure that every detail is thoughtfully planned so you can focus entirely on enjoying the experience itself. From helping you choose the right expedition style to arranging seamless travel logistics, my goal is to make even the most remote journeys feel effortless for you. The adventure of a lifetime awaits. Antarctica is one of the last true frontiers on Earth. It's raw, it's breathtaking, it's emotional, it's unforgettable. And for travelers seeking something deeper than a typical vacation, there is truly nothing else like it. If Antarctica has ever been on your bucket list, now is the time to start planning. Expedition spaces are limited, and sailings often book quite far in advance, and choosing the right voyage makes all the difference. The White Continent is waiting. Are you ready for an Antarctic adventure? Embrace the call of the wild and embark on an unforgettable journey to Antarctica. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or you're setting sail for the first time, let the mesmerizing beauty of this icy continent captivate your spirit. Visit dreamworthydestinations.com to schedule your complimentary consultation, and let's start planning your Antarctic adventure today so you can discover a world of wonder that very few have gotten to experience. Thank you for embarking on yet another enchanting journey with me on the Dreamworthy Destinations podcast. I hope today's episode sparked your wanderlust and drew your travel dreams a little bit closer to reality. If my travel tales have inspired you today, please don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Your support means the world to me, and so do your reviews. Please share your thoughts and let me know what adventures you're dreaming about next. You can also dive deeper into the world of unparalleled luxury travel by joining my community on social media. Please join my Facebook group, Dreamworthy Destinations, so you never miss an update or a travel tip from the trails that we wander. If you're ready to make your travel dreams come true, you can also schedule a complimentary consultation with me to start planning your next unforgettable getaway. You can visit dreamworthydestinations.com to book your session today. A big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of our listeners. Your passion for exploration keeps Dreamworthy Destinations alive and thriving. Because of you, I continue my mission to turn travel dreams into breathtaking realities. Until our paths cross again, remember, imagine, explore, indulge. May your week unfold with the promise of adventures waiting just beyond the horizon. Keep dreaming and keep exploring, fellow wanderers.